Welcome, welcome to another video. My name is Nagrim and I welcome you. Um, Today we are going to look at space and the waves of forms. Going to be an interesting one. I don't prepare for my videos, I just pick up anything that comes to my mind when I come here, and that's why it's kind of rough at times, but I prefer to talk this way because this way I'm able to allow the spirit flow better. The spirit flows better. So right now as I am talking, the spirit understands how many people are going to view this and what they what their silent needs would be regarding energetic um, exchange. So regarding our energetic exchange, so it knows, and then it's kind of allows me to talk in a way that allows space for an effective energetic exchange for those that the video is meant for. Yeah. So as time goes on, I will become more efficient in delivering the message. Yeah. Okay. Before we start today's video, I want to assist I want to assist with a perspective that I find very very exciting. Okay, and I I oftentimes forget about it. And then while I was setting the camera up right now, I felt like, oh, the reason why I forget sometimes and remember sometimes is because I haven't really shared it with anybody. And I think it's very important that people, especially those who are aware of the nature of reality, to know this. Now, we are in the present moment, and let's assume in this present moment, a sound appears. Then another sound appears. Then another sound appears. So this is appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing. So another sound appears and disappears. Now, what you want to do is, as long as you are paying attention to the present, you are paying attention to the awareness of your existence right now, you are able to listen, you are able to hear the sounds that appear and disappear in the present moment. Now, as you are doing that, as you are paying attention, what you want to do is you want to allow whatever arises to delight you. Whatever sound that appears in your present moment, you want it to delight you. You want to feel delight for the fact that sounds are appearing in your present moment. Now, the sound can be anything. It can be far away, it can be nearby, it can be your thought processes. But hopefully, it's not your thought processes, because your thought processes will make you forget the delight of the sounds that appear, that come up, that appear and then disappear. Your thought processes are more concerned about survival, about how to how to how to be okay. Okay? Your thought processes tell you there are some things that needs to be done in some certain ways for you to be okay. For example, my thought processes allows me to create these videos because it feels like, okay, by creating these videos then you'll be okay. But If I am not paying attention to my thoughts and I'm allowing myself to feel the feeling of my existence in this present moment, I can notice sounds that appear and disappear in the present moment. And whatever sounds that appear and disappear in the present moment, I can allow myself to feel delight, the feeling of delight for every sound that I can hear, for every sound that I can pick up. I can allow myself to feel delight. This way, you quickly raise your vibration. Okay? And this leads to the space and the waves of forms in the present moment. So, space, think of space as a vast canvas. You don't have to think of it, it's just observe your present moment and notice that everything, every sound, every form, every object, every idea, every thought, every emotion, every feeling is appearing on the canvas of the space in your present moment. Okay, the space, the invisible space that always is just the way it is, allowing things to appear and then disappear from it, like waves, like the way the waves of of the ocean, the way it comes and goes, the way it comes and then goes back to the ocean, comes and go back to the ocean. So is the things that happens in this present now, in this now. Everything is appearing and then disappearing inside of the space in this now. Okay? Your body, your physical body has appeared. It appeared as, when your physical body appeared, it appeared like a small baby, then a small baby, but a little wave, small baby, which is also a wave, a little wave, and then that baby becomes big, okay, becomes a bigger wave, okay, it grows and becomes a bigger wave, and then it returns back into the ocean. Okay? So is everything in this present moment. Anything that comes always returns. Anything that comes always returns. So to be an eternal being, to be a being that appears closely to the reality of that which does not come and go. There are things that don't come and go in this now. For example, silence. Silence doesn't come and go. The space in this now doesn't come and go. No mind doesn't come and go. There is no way to define or explain what no mind is, but by being silent you can reach no mind. Okay, it doesn't come and go, but every other thing outside of these three comes and goes. Okay? They come, blossom, and then go back. Now what happens? Okay, so don't let me say that, let me just go back to explaining what I'm trying to pass across in this video. So the space and the waves of forms. Now, think of the waves as appearances on the screen of space, just the way um, this drawing, these drawings are appearances on the board. The board is always there. The board remains the board. It doesn't come, it doesn't go. I mean, just for example, it doesn't come or go, but the things I'm writing on it comes and goes, right? Now, if you understand that, then you can allow yourself to pay attention more carefully to this coming and going, rather than getting lost inside of the coming and going. The irony of getting lost in the coming and going is that as soon as you get lost, you are not even in the present moment. You're not observing what is actually happening. And intelligence is observing what is actually happening. The more you are able to observe what is actually happening, the more intelligence is displayed. The more intelligence is displayed. It's not that you become more. There's nobody becoming more intelligent. There's just the display of higher intelligence. Okay, and there is no limit to what is happening in this present moment. Okay, there is no limit. The limit has been created by our contraction. The contraction comes about by how lost we are in our wherever it is that we are lost in. Okay, so imagine that this is all that is happening in this present moment. These waves right now is happening in this present moment, and then you are lost somewhere here. So this second wave have happened, but you are still here thinking about something that happened here. Okay, these waves come, you are not there, they go, you are still not there, but where you are is somewhere that is not even existing. It's not there. So by getting lost in our past or in our future, don't forget there is actually no future, because we are like the screen. We are existing inside a screen of space. The screen is right there in your present moment. It's right there in your eyes. It is an invisible phenomenon. It's something that is happening that cannot be seen with the naked eyes. But even if you put your attention on it, even if you put your attention on that screen that cannot be seen with the naked eyes, you can see that it is invisible. The naked eye sees it as invisibility. It is, and what that means is that the naked eye sees it as something that is not there. It is something that is not there. Okay? Now, the space that is not there is also an illusion. Okay? But it is better to be at that point of illusion than to be at the illusion of thinking. of getting lost in thoughts or getting lost in their emotions, because that illusion is closer to the truth. Okay, so if this is thought processes, and this is emotions, sensations, feelings, then this can be likened as the space in the present moment. The space is also a wave that emerges from the divine, from the no mind. But it is it is an illusion that portrays the nature of the divine. It's an illusion that showcases the eternal nature of the divine. Okay? So like a projection, like a mirror reflection of the nature of the truth. So there's the truth, there's the one universal cosmic truth of divinity, and then there is a projection of that one cosmic truth. That projection is the space. It's also an illusion, but it is a great illusion because it's it gives a perfect representation of what the divine is. So as just as we are unable to touch it, we are unable to touch it, we are unable to perceive it, we are unable to, it's not there. It there's what the space is that I'm talking about is not even there. Okay, so we are trying to talk about something that is not there. Okay, but we are finding all our experiences inside of it now. So this space, which is also a wave, okay, is also a wave, and it carries the form of the divine. The form of the divine is eternal in nature, is infinite in nature. It is amazing in nature. It is unbelievable in nature. Okay? Now, by understanding the nature of the space in the present moment, we are able to return back to the waves of forms that appear and disappear. Okay, it appears and then disappears. So every form that comes up, they come into the space, they appear, they blossom, they then they go back. They go back from where they are coming from. And where are they coming from? They are all coming from the ocean of space. Okay? Everything that appears, every sound, so every sound that appears, every thought that appears, every feeling, every emotion that appear, they all emerge from the ocean of space, and they return back to the ocean of space. Now, how does this help you in your day-to-day activities? How do you use this information to have a better life? If everything is coming and going into the space that is in your present moment, of which, if you perceive, if you observe, if you are observing, you notice it's not coming or going, it's just the way it is. It's just there the way it is. Then you can relax. Why would you relax? Why can you relax? Why should you relax? Because everything is coming and going. Do you understand that everything is coming and then going? Whatever it is that is appearing right now has appeared and it's going to go. If you relax, if the waves of the ocean relax, if the waves of the ocean relax, then the ocean becomes still. When the ocean becomes still, then there is very little difference between the illusion of space and then the illusion of the waves. In fact, the waves of forms does not disturb the knowledge of awareness. And the more this does not disturb the knowledge of awareness, the more you are able to express that nature itself. So, if it takes 3 minutes for this wave to appear and then disappear, and then it takes 30 minutes for this wave to appear and then disappear, and then it takes an eternity for this particular wave to appear and disappear, then we can pause there, right? How does the wave of space, how does it appear for eternity? Okay, so the wave that is appearing as space is an illusion. What that means is that all the things that appear as waves of space is actually part of the waves of emotions and feelings and emotions of thought. What this means is that when we come to this level of awareness, of paying attention to just the space in the present moment, then we can go beyond. We can stop identifying ourselves as the appearances or the waves, the appearances of waves that comes and goes. This way, as we stop identifying with the appearances, then we are free from the emotional roller coaster that it brings. Okay, and this way we can make a choice. You can choose to feel however you choose to feel as you continuously pay attention to the space in the present moment. You are not worried about anything that happens inside of it. You are not worried about anything that happens inside of the ocean, the waves going on in the ocean, because you have come to recognize the ocean itself. And what is that ocean? The ocean is right now, right here, the appearance of this invisible vibration, this invisible frequency, carrying everything already right now. So, as we pay attention to this invisible space, to this invisible frequency, we are not disturbed by the appearances on it. And in fact, rather than being disturbed by any form of appearance, we are able to make a choice. We are able to decide that I am going to feel delight for every sound that appears in the present moment. This choice is the reason why most addicts continuously engage in their addictive nature. They want to feel the feeling of goodness. They want to feel euphoric. They want to feel joy. They want to feel happiness. So they go the extra mile to buy whatever it is they buy to feel whatever it is they want to feel. Meanwhile, anybody who comes to understand that everything that comes into this tool now is just an appearance, and they are all coming out from the invisible vibration, the invisible space in this present moment, and they will go back. They appear, they emerge from the invisible space, and they disappear back into the invisible space. Then, right now, right here, as you are listening, and even after you're done with this video, you can allow yourself to decide to feel delight for every sound that appears in your present moment. By feeling delight for every sound that appears in your present moment, by feeling delight for every sound that appears in your present moment, you raise your vibration. And by raising your vibration, you are able to perceive more. You are able to perceive more of the space. So let's imagine that we are standing on the bank of an ocean. So this is the ocean, okay? And we are right here. And waves are appearing. Waves are appearing on this ocean, right? The more waves we can see on the ocean, the more we can know that the ocean is huge. The more we can know that the ocean is huge, is vast, such that even as we are standing right here without changing our physical nature, you are receiving more information about where you are. You are receiving more and more information about where you are. If this is who you are and this is your perception, okay? This is your perception, seeing this. By paying attention to the space, to the appearance, to the sounds, to whatever it is that is appearing and disappearing, you expand your perception. You expand your perception. You expand perception. As you continue feeling delight for every sound, in fact, it can become a game, because you have to catch it. You have to pay attention. You have to continuously pay attention so that you are able to catch every sound that tries to appear. So this is like a game, okay? As you continuously pay attention, your perception expands. Your perception expands. Okay? And this is how we move from our tiny little self, this tiny me, to radiant me, to radiant I am. So we move from tiny me to So radiant I am. Okay. Right now, as you are listening, allow yourself to move beyond the confines of wherever it is that you are. You can become aware for no reason whatsoever, just to be aware, vastly aware of your the feeling of your existence and where you are. And then you are able to pick up sounds as they appear and disappear, and allow yourself to feel delight. This is the game. This is the game. So don't spend so much of your time dwelling on your problems, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, what you like, what you don't like, and move away from those kind of thinking, and move into what is going on in your present moment, in this now. The more you pay attention to this now, the more you pay attention to what is happening in this now, appearing and disappearing in the screen that remains the same, the more you become radiant, and you become the radiant I am. It's the radiant I am because there are no stories. Tiny me has so many stories. Me is a storyteller. Me, it's me. Oh, that person did this to me. It is. Why would you do that to me? Don't you know it is me who is more important here? It is me. So me is a storyteller, but I am is presence. I am is not something you say, it's something that you are. I am present now, radiant, and in my radiance I perceive the activities going on in this now. The more you do this, the more you become like the sun, you become like the star. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to my subscribe to my YouTube for more videos. Okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.